everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, please binding Miles AFTERBIRTH Plus. What do you mean win streak 1? What do you mean win streak 1? We didn't lose 2 episodes ago, did we? Maybe we did, I don't remember. Isaac's, you know, Isaac's Isaac. It's always doing this. Oh, you got 30 wins in a row. Big whoop. Oh, you lost last run, even though you don't remember it. QY, Q4, GH, QM. We got Balatar. We got good rate of fire, good damage. And you know what I appreciate the most about our damage? It stayed 1 away from a very, very sinful number. And as a result, there's a chance this episode might get all ages. So, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm part of a very illustrious group on YouTube that has access to a pilot program where I rate my own videos. Now, for a long time, it's been like a year or maybe 2 years at this point, try to cut back on swearing in videos. It's more just like, you know, people, sometimes I get messages, and they say, hey, I watch your videos with, like, my 6-year-old, and they love your content. And I go, first off, how? Because there's no way a 6-year-old is going to be interfacing with the reference like Third Eye Blind's I'll Never Let You Go. You know, never let you turn around your back on your brother. Not a good idea, break a promise to your mother. They've never heard that song. They're too busy listening to the Wiggles fruit salad, yum yum. But anyway, I was like, you know what? I make mature content to some extent, but it's not mature because of the F word. That exists on the NLSS. It's mature because of the subject matter we talk about and the way we approach things with our own unique brand of nuance, is the way I'll say. I kind of see us like a show on HBO. Sure, you might see J.K. Simmons stab a dude in the neck, but for the most part, it's just a modern way of entertaining yourself. So for every video, not everybody has this. I go through and I go, no swearing, video game violence, but not real violence. You know, no, I don't smoke a water pipe for tobacco use only in this video, blah, blah, blah. And then YouTube pays somebody to go watch it, and then they verify. So it's really sweet and not at all a problem. Some my Fortnite videos, rip, where you know, you shoot a dude in the face. For a long time, they're getting T for teen, but they used to be that's fine. They used to be getting all ages. And I gotta tell you, it's tough, because people are so cynical about Fortnite, they're like, I bet YouTube knows Fortnite is such a draw that they just force those videos to be all ages, even though there's guns in them. And I was like, that sounds like it's just Fortnite cynicism to me. But is it? I don't know. Please give me a key so I can go to our item room. I beg of you, sir. So not everybody has access to this program. I mean, it's not bad. Like, the only thing that's annoying about it is that now, like, some days, literally yesterday, I uploaded 16 videos. I didn't record 16 videos in one day. You don't have to... I work a lot, but that's a little crazy. You know, some days I'm like, I have enough of a backlog, I don't need to upload overnight tonight. It means I can watch Netflix before bed in more than 360p, because I'm not uploading 18 gigabytes of footage to the YouTube server, right? Man... Mega Chub. That's what they used to call me in 6th grade. But repressing that memory again. Back in the memory bank. You go. I have to do the checklist for every single one. And I genuinely believe that these Isaac videos are all ages. Now, do I think a 12-year-old or a 9-year-old should be watching my Isaac episodes? No. But I think if a parent had them on at this point, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Kate did say the S word recently in a video. I apologize for that. But it's not like I'm worried about losing the lucrative demographic of, like, hey, do you guys ever think it's weird that guy was named Boutros? What's the deal with 2 first names? Like, 9-year-olds are not watching that. They're watching those weird Fortnite, every time I get a kill, my stepsister has to take off an item of clothing videos. That are, it's the new, like, Elsa, what was Spider-Man and Elsa. Okay, so I do want Guppy's head, at least to get the Guppy dream, and you know, I think I'll go with Crack the Sky after that. There's no red hearts, huh? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna shoot all these, we're gonna get to 15 cents, we're gonna be able to go to our shop. On our shop, we should be able to buy HP in some variety, and then we're in a good spot. It's also like it forces me to really think about what games are suitable for all ages, you know? Is Isaac suitable for all ages? I think it actually is. Even though, is there some gross stuff in the game? Yeah, but the graphics are from like the Game Boy Advanced era, you know? It's not realistic violent. Slay the Spire episodes sometimes get a teen rating, which again, like it's not affecting my bottom line. Because I don't think too many 6-year-olds are like, let's watch this idiot fail at a card game for the 30th time this month. Yeah, just leave, we'll go to our shop. But, I'm like, man, if that counts as video game violence, every game on Earth should be rated T for teen. Like, no Mario game should ever be rated E for everyone, ever again, as long as I exist on God's green Earth. I think I'll take this down to the next floor, we'll see how it goes. He's jumping on Goomba's heads, erasing their life force. In his Slay the Spire, you're like, I played a card and the enemy took damage. Well, I never. Anyway, the video game violence debate has been... It's erupted again. Not video game violence, but video game addiction as well. And it's as a result of Fortnite, which again, you gotta give them a round of applause, don't you? It's pretty amazing. Rarely is a game such a phenomenon that it can kickstart the video games are violent and video games are addictive conversation simultaneously. There was an article I saw the other day, because in England, our cousins to the east, they're making video game addiction a real, or is the World Health Organization, I think it's doing it. They're making video game addiction like an actual, like, real illness in the DSM, as far as I know. You know, like the dossier of mental disorders. And, you know, I don't want to bite the hand that feeds. I think that's actually completely fair. I think video game addiction is a real thing that exists. You know, I've had friends that, you hear the story all the time, and again, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm not saying, like, ban World of Warcraft. But, you know, you have friends who, you know, made a lot of sacrifices in their life to make sure that they were doing as good as they... We got 7 cents for 0 cents? What the heck happened there? That was amazing. You know, a lot of people have stories, not just about MMOs. I'm sure that people have stories like that about Battle Royales. I mean, I gave up a lucrative teaching career to professionally play Isaac. The only reason it's not classed as an addiction is because it's actually worked out pretty well for me. The addiction has transcended addiction and become a job. Sure, let's work towards Beelzebub. Not a great item, but good for the future. But then, what they used as an example of it is like, my son plays 20 hours of video games a week. And everyone on Twitter, in my opinion, sort of rightfully was like, those are rookie numbers, pump that up. It's not that 20 hours a week is not a lot. 20 hours a week is more than I recreationally play video games, but it's kind of an unfair example because I also play, you know, at least 50 hours a week for recording and streams. Get out of here! We saved your life. You owe us a health upgrade. Nah. But I think it does happen. I think it's good, you know, video games are not a dangerous hobby. Anything can be addictive. You know, if you've either experienced it yourself, I'm sure, or you've met someone who basically got addicted to exercise. It happens all the time. Somebody gets started with exercise as a hobby, and they're like, you know, maybe I'll just exercise twice a day. And, like, obsess myself with, you know, my diet and what I put in my body. The only reason it's considered a little bit less destructive is because it's actually productive, and, you know, it is mostly good for you until you take it too far. So I think it's always good to, you know, be aware, and hopefully the idea is that, you know, video game addiction is recognized as something that can happen. You know, there's research, development that goes to treating it without demonizing it. Those are my 2 cents on the issue. The video games is violence debate, I can't believe it still exists. I feel weird about even bringing it up because it feels like it should not exist at this point. I thought we solved that back in like 1993. When Mortal Kombat came out, we were like, okay, we'll have this discussion once and then it's good forever, and no, it turns out it's still going on for whatever reason. Anyway, I digress. Curse you, Fortnite! What have you done with your dabbing and your ill-advised, self-controlled rockets that were overpowered and then put in the vault momentarily after? When is enough enough? I thought that was an enemy fly. Something DAE, enemy stand, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Look, I don't know. I think if I had to watch... and by the way, I have been getting people asking, what about this Neon Genesis? Ooh. The speed is low, but I don't feel that slow. What's up with that? Now I feel slow. I don't know what was happening there. What's happening with the Neon Genesis Evangelion podcast? It's still planned. The thing is, right now I'm making 5 videos a day. I gotta kill like 2 series, and I'm also taking a week off to go visit my parents. Very shortly, like probably around the time this video goes live, I will not be here. I will test it, and if we're gonna, because of the way Bone Hearts work, we might as well at least take the book if we're gonna grab this as well, and then we'll move back. So I'm tight on time, but when I come back, that's a project that is on the list, I swear to you. But what I was gonna say is, if I had to watch any anime that was not Neon Genesis Evangelion, it would probably be JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because I really like Yes. And I think, you know, the fact that Roundabout has become a meme song is completely okay. I'm totally fine with it, because it means more people are hearing Roundabout, which previously was just me. I'm okay with this. It was just me and my college roommate. We'd listen to some Tom Waits, and then he'd be like, hey, you want to really blow your mind? I don't know. Progressive music is scary. Especially of the rock variety. It was like, you know, the third act of 2001: A Space Odyssey. I was seeing psychedelic colors, and all of a sudden I wanted to wear only band shirts in a font you can't read. But anyway, I'm happy. Yes is getting their just desserts. Not that they weren't like one of the... Well, maybe not one of the biggest bands, but they were a big band for a while. Not like, you know, Frank Sinatra. I'll be your up roundabout. That was me trying to be a big band like Michael Bublé style voice. Didn't really work. But did you know that Michael Bublé is Canadian? I hope you did, because you know, his name is Michael Bublé. Where we at from an Isaac standpoint? Well, DPS, a little bit of a struggle right now. We got a lot of positives. I like our spacebar item. Our guppy chances are high. We're ahead of schedule. We have a bone heart, which is really great, but we are 1 hit away from losing it, which is not so great. That could have been very bad. We're also 1 item away from Beelzebub. Hey, our speed coming up is a huge bonus, even if it's still at trash tier levels. So I'd say we're in flux right now. I'd lean that we're actually on the weaker side of average for where we're at in the game. Please, just 1 dead center. Oh no. My incredibly precious bone heart. I'll never let you go. I'll never let you turn around. Please don't lose my bone heart. I've only got 1 win in a row lately. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. Please, Hammer, don't hurt him. I want this deal with the devil as well for 9 lives, Abaddon. Anything that can give us HP to compensate for the HP we would give them in the first place. Didn't work out. So what? You know, we got a really good chance at a deal with the devil next floor. 100% chance at a deal with the devil on the next floor. We can make it happen. The other thing I'll say on the video game debate. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Obviously, I think video games are a net good for society. More than being a net good, they're like inert, okay? Not in a bad way. But it's like, you know, these discussions never happen for TV shows or movies. Not since like the 1920s, you know? Sicario comes out and everyone's like, Josh Brolin with a star-making turn in this summer's hottest action movie. He's shooting dudes in the face left, right, and center, right? But because movies have the norm for violence, and because I guess maybe they do a better job of age restricting them, changes things, or because people genuinely believe that if you're not an active participant in the media, like, I just realized that the public is like Twitch chat. It's like Detroit all over again. If you make the decision to have Josh Brolin shoot someone in the face, maybe that makes you more likely to be violent in the future. I don't know. I disagree with that, obviously, but I think it's good to at least have the discussion, because it exposes it for the idiotic idea that it is, as long as it's handled in a good fashion. I feel weird because for the most part, like, video games are like so popular nowadays, and they were when I was a kid too. It's not like I lived through like a time when you were persecuted for playing video games. Maybe in the 70s, you know, you could get away with that, but I can't even pretend like when I was a kid you got beaten up if you liked video games. No, you didn't. We were all talking about, like, you know, Super Mario World on the playground every single day. I can't put on airs there. Well, hey, honestly, I'll probably deform myself here. So it feels weird to be like, won't somebody defend the video games, the billion-dollar industry? But, like, I don't know, I guess sometimes it's needed, unfortunately. We haven't used the Empress, Wheel of Fortune. I think here's what we're gonna do it here. I think we're gonna come in here, up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna find the secret room. Up in here, up in here. Just watch your kids. It's the long and the short of it. Tears. Here's a D1 now. I guess I didn't really want to duplicate Wishbone. I thought maybe it would be a new trinket, but that's fine. And we'll go peep this as well. And you know what? Give me 5 extra bombs, because there's a battery charge. Here's special bombs? I wouldn't describe them as special, but they're not. They could be worse. Let me out of here. Let me out of this anecdote. I'm trying. Dude, the Battle Royale explosion has gone too far. I watched Corey play a game on stream last night. Twitch.tv/FlackBlag. There you go, Corey. That'll be $100, please. Every night from 10 p.m. Pacific time until late. I'll take it. He's playing a game called Cuisine Royale. I want to go on record, okay? I think PUBG, I named it my game of the year for 2017. Am I happy with the state of the game? Absolutely not. But at the same time, you know, I had an amazing time with it in 2017. I'll own up to it, okay? It's not a popular choice in a year when, like, Breath of the Wild came out. Once again, I'm being attacked for presenting new and bad ideas. Either way, I think Bluehole, as a company, in my opinion, I want to say not in my professional opinion, but because I'm at work right now, I guess by definition it's a professional opinion. I think it's a poorly run company, and PUBG is a poorly managed project that squandered the momentum it had from being the absolute king of the world, and has left open a lot of spots. Sure, Fortnite ate its lunch and then some. It's grown, certainly I think surpassed the peak of where PUBG was, even in its, you know, salad days. That was close. But now, people are so cynical about PUBG, they will play trash to own Bluehole. And Cuisine Royale, I'm sorry to tell you, is extremely trash right now. It's like, man, it looks just like PUBG. By the way, why is it called Cuisine Royale? Because you can eat a pizza and you know, remember PUBG? PUBG had the pans and the pots and, well, it didn't have pots, it just had pans, but you get the ideas. You know, get ready, okay? I thought it was going to be like, you know, The Division's making a Battle Royale, Call of Duty's making a Battle Royale, Battlefield's making a Battle Royale. Of course, all of that is going to happen. What's also going to happen, apparently, is weird themed battle royales I couldn't have possibly imagined. Get ready for the My Little Pony battle royale, and the, hey, our game used to be a card game, but now it's a battle royale, and it's coming, dude. It just takes a while. No. It just takes a while for the companies to, you know, stop whatever project they were working on and then start working on another one. I'm not cynical about the AAA battle royales. Will I play them? I don't know. Battle royales are like, you know, it's like a psychedelic or something like that. First off, when I discuss them, I don't know what I'm talking about because I have no experience. And secondarily, I don't really want to do it by myself. You know? This is why you shouldn't watch the video with your 6-year-old necessarily. You know, I didn't want to play Realm Royale. I watched Corey play Realm Royale. $200 now you owe me. I'm gonna peep that curse room real quick, and then we're gonna go. I thought it looked like garbage. Just being honest. Not trying to tear the company down. I did do a sponsor deal with Hi-Rez once, so, like, really, I'm killing the golden goose here, more or less. Hafu was like, you want to play Realm Royale? I love it. And I was like, sure, let's do it on the stream. That'll be fun. It was, and, you know, people thought, they take it like, they analyze it more like it's a political decision. What didn't he say? He hates Realm Royale? Some money must have changed hands under the table. Nah, it's my friend who wants to play Realm Royale. Makes for an easy docket segment. I'll play anything. As long as we can get 4 people to agree to it. I got no problems with it whatsoever. I'll play absolutely anything under the sun, and the history of the NLSS proves that. So yeah, you know, I have no interest in, like, most of these battle royales coming out. Sorry, these are not good enough. But, if, you know, if somebody out there that we work with is like, I want to play this, I'm not going to be like, no, we only play intellectual games on this stream. Like golf. What's golf? Golf, I said. Sorry, that was your mandatory kombucha break. I pay my taxes. I can drink kombucha if I want to. It just tastes good, okay? It's not a... Anyway, we've been down that road many times. This run almost can't be a loss because of the D100. As a result of the D100, or as I call it, the D-O... Any problems get ironed out real quick. For right now, like, you know, I'm instituting classic IAA certified reroll once per floor rhetoric. Doctrine, ISO certified, number 696904269. The reason we're doing that is because I don't want to accidentally breakfast myself if I happen to get 3,000 battery charges. Plus, we have 16 damage, and I'm going to enjoy that for a floor. So yeah, you know, bring on the battle royales. I don't care. The one thing I will say is all the belly aching over battle royales. It does sometimes. You know, I'm a reactionary. Like, I don't get mad about things, and it's an extremely bad habit. I recognize how insufferable this must be. I don't get mad about things. I get mad about things that people get mad about, and I go, I can't believe that people are mad about this. Don't you know this is going on? It's such a bad habit, and I'm a piece of garbage for doing it, but I'm always the dude who's like, yup, okay, there's when the backlash is larger than the original sin, you know, it's even, and don't, by the way, every time I say something like this, there's always somebody like, well, if you were in Nazi Germany, you'd be the guy selling people out to the Gestapo. I'm like, no, I mean, we can't know that, alright? I would like to think that I wouldn't be, but I think that maybe you would be, because your comment makes you sound like a jerk, and that's a real jerk thing to do, you jerk. So, you know, stay away from me and my family is all I'm trying. I'm just trying to, don't extrapolate it too far in the attempt to make a joke, you know? It's like Green Day said, don't pat yourself on the back, you might break your spine. But, the reaction to the Battle Royale stuff, it kind of annoys me, because Team Deathmatch and Search and Destroy have been, like, the de facto modes for first-person shooter. That and, like, zone control games, like, you know, Domination. 20 years, that and like Counter-Strike Ghost style, you know, if you die once, you wait till the end of the round. Those have been the de facto standards in the first-person shooter genre for like 20 years. And then a new genre-ish comes out, And for like 3 years, it dominates, and people are like, I'm sick of it. You know how many thousands of hours I've spent playing Team Deathmatch? Just give it a chance, at least. Are we guppy now? You might say I've given it a chance, in which case this message does not apply to you. And that's, you're innocent, okay? Fair enough. Womb 2. 22 minutes. No guppy still. Ooh, we got hemolacria. Hemolacria explodes on contact. I kind of hate this one. Hemolacria is no longer horrible, but our synergy here just doesn't look that good. Could be wrong. Yeah, grab it. We might re-roll again early. I know they fixed hemolacria is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's bad just because it has hemolacria. I'm just saying for all the, you know, interesting possible effects that you could get as a result of this combination that we got going on here, it's a little bit subpar. Wouldn't you say that we're kind of dealing with whatever we got? Finger bone. That's my perspective on the issue, and I'm the one making the video, so, you know, sucks to your ass, Mar, basically. Technically not a swear word. I think. I don't know. Ask William Golding. Oh, wait. William Golding can't come to the phone right now. Why? He's dead. Not an offensive joke. Dude was born in like the 1890s. It would be offensive if he was still alive, because obviously he would be a vampire. And if he's not sharing his immortality with us, makes him a jerk. That makes him an oppressor. I'm sorry to tell you. Your hero, William Golding, turns out he's a cybernetic vampire sent from the past to destroy the future and write a book that you have to read in 10th grade. And, you know, can I just say, in high school, I read 4 novels. I mean, I read more than 4 novels, but we had to read 4 novels for English class. 9th grade, we read To Kill a Mockingbird. Classic, very important book, a little dry, but, you know, a good book nonetheless. 10th grade, Lord of the Flies, amazing, incredible book. I love it. 11th grade, 1984. Another classic. Personally, I don't like modern books like that are from, you know, the 20th century. Well, that's not a good joke because it is from the 20th century. I was trying to make a joke about it being written in the 80s. You know, I thought 1984 was when it was written. But anyway. I bet George Orwell felt like a real idiot when 1984 rolled around and the worst thing that happened was Duran Duran was popular. 12th grade, we read a Canadian book called Fifth Business. Also a fantastic book. I gotta give it up to my teachers. We read some good novels in English class. People complain sometimes. I never had to read The Giver. I don't know what the other, you know, big ones are, especially if you're from a different country. I got no clue, but I think I got lucky and I didn't have to read much trash. Now for Shakespeare, 9th grade we read The Taming of the Shrew. 10th grade, Macbeth. 11th grade, The Tempest. 12th grade, Hamlet. I'm not the biggest fan of Shakespeare's comedies, mostly because I find them unfunny and bad. And that might make me a Philistine, okay? And I'm willing to live with that. Macbeth and Hamlet, they bring the heat. Whenever, you know, I just feel like whenever you have to read a Shakespeare comedy in English class, it just ends with the teacher having to explain all the jokes. Well, in the 1500s, the bog was what they called the toilet. So here it's actually an elaborate pun, and then I'm screaming in my chair. It's all this explanation for a pun? If you have to explain the pun because the word is no longer in the vernacular, your play is too old. That's just my perspective, you know, keep reading. I'm already through the Looking Glass, so I don't really care if you have to read another, and you get the idea. Taming of the Shrew is pretty okay. Plus you got to watch the 1970s movie about it. Starring Elizabeth Taylor and Basil from Austin Powers. You ever see that one? Pretty classic. Don't remember too much about it, to be honest. Can you just give me the reroll? Give me this. Okay, fantastic. All of these are pretty bad. Let's reroll them. I love it. Seraphim. Just got a 32 increase in our rate of fire. Okay. This looks cool. I'm just saying, okay, the Shakespeare dramas and the tragedies, Titus Andronicus, nothing wrong with those, right? They're relatively timeless, at least to the modern era. Now, 3,000 years in the future, if they're still reading it, it'll probably be a little messed up. They'll be like, teacher, you know, what's Earth? And you'll be like, oh, Earth is the planet our species originally came from. You know, I'm not going to continue that bit. You can take it to its logical conclusion if you wish. The joke exists there to some extent. Ooh, baby, I love your way. It's not bad. But, you know, Hamlet and Macbeth, they bang. Absolutely. Ooh, that's dangerous. They absolutely bring it. The comedies, I think you kind of had to be there. I think that might be true of all genres in general. Like, you ever watch, like, a comedy movie from the 1950s? Some of them, they stick around. But I think comedy is much more of a, it's a generational thing, you know? I often find when you go back and you watch, like, Roman Holiday or something like that, you're like, well, it's a comedy. It's not really funny. It's just sort of like, it's not really a drama. It's clever. It's lighthearted. It's not really funny, though. Similarly, I'm sure if you took, like, The Hangover back to the 1950s and showed it to people, they would be like, this is vile. Also, it's science fiction. What is this sanitized version of Las Vegas? I will re-roll my run one more time. We got the Spider Baby transformation. I don't even really know what that is. I'm assuming we just have enough spider-related items to be relevant. HP kind of took a nosedive here, but we're still going to be fine. Why are we talking about bees? We should be talking about spiders. We're still going to spider fine. Not a good joke. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.